Have you ever noticed how some men seem to have a magnetic pull over women, making them think about him constantly, wonder where he is, and feel drawn to him even without obvious effort? It's not luck, looks, or money. It's something far more powerful, the subtle expression of masculine energy through certain habits, behaviors, and ways of being that trigger desire, admiration, and emotional attachment in women. Welcome to Be Feminine. Yes, even though the channel is about feminine psychology, we also explore the dynamics of attraction, helping you understand how masculine and feminine energies interact. Today, we're diving into 7 masculine secrets that make women completely addicted to a man. If you pay attention and cultivate these habits, you'll notice women responding to you in ways that feel magnetic, natural, and effortless. Let's start with the first secret. He exudes calm confidence. Confidence isn't about arrogance or dominance. True masculine confidence is calm, assured, and grounded. Women instinctively notice men who are comfortable in their own skin, who walk through life with purpose, and who maintain inner stability even in chaos. When you present yourself with calm authority, your presence becomes naturally attractive. Women feel safe, intrigued, and drawn to you without even realizing why. The second secret is, he communicates clearly and with intent. Masculine energy is anchored in clarity. A man who speaks with purpose, not over-explaining, not apologizing for being himself, commands attention. Women notice this immediately. It's not about being loud or controlling. It's about expressing your desires, opinions, and boundaries with calm assurance. Clear communication builds trust, respect, and emotional connection. Next is, he takes decisive action. A woman is naturally drawn to a man who moves with direction and purpose. Whether it's in his career, his personal goals, or even in small daily choices, decisiveness demonstrates leadership and reliability. Women admire men who can take the reins without being reckless. It signals stability and strength. And that sense of strength is addictive. The fourth secret is he maintains mystery and emotional depth. You don't reveal everything about yourself all at once. Women are naturally curious creatures, and when a man holds subtle layers of himself, a hint of unpredictability, an interesting story, or a private world, she wants to uncover more. Emotional depth is irresistible because it signals intelligence, experience, and a life lived fully. Mystery keeps her thinking about you even when you're not around. The fifth secret is he respects boundaries, his own and hers. Strong masculine energy doesn't push or overstep. It protects, supports, and honors limits. Women are drawn to men who understand the power of respect. By maintaining your own boundaries and acknowledging hers, you signal self-control, emotional maturity, and authenticity, all of which are incredibly magnetic. These first 5 secrets already create a profound impact. A man who embodies calm confidence, clear communication, decisiveness, emotional depth, and respect will naturally draw women in, making them want to be around him, engage with him, and value his presence. But there are 2 more masculine secrets that amplify this attraction, triggering emotional attachment and desire that lasts. These are subtler, but even more powerful. Now, let's dive deeper into the remaining masculine secrets that create a powerful, almost magnetic connection with women. These habits go beyond attraction, they build emotional attachment and make her think about you constantly. The 6th secret is he makes her feel safe and protected. Safety isn't just physical, it's emotional. A man who shows consistent reliability, emotional stability, and calm reassurance triggers a deep sense of trust in a woman. She can let her guard down around him, share her thoughts and feelings, and be herself without fear of judgment. This sense of safety makes her feel understood, valued, and emotionally connected, and when a woman feels truly safe, she naturally becomes more attached. The seventh and final secret is he lives with purpose and passion. A man who is passionate about his goals, hobbies, or personal growth exudes an energy that women find irresistible. It's not about being perfect or having everything figured out. It's about demonstrating drive, ambition, and a sense of direction. Passion signals vitality, confidence, and independence, all qualities that create deep admiration. When a woman sees a man fully engaged in life, she feels drawn to him because his energy makes her feel alive too. When a man embodies these masculine traits, calm confidence, clear communication, decisiveness, mystery, respect, protection, and purpose, he creates a unique psychological effect. Women don't just like him, they think about him constantly, remember small details, and feel a desire to be near him emotionally and physically. His presence becomes magnetic without him needing to say a single word. You might notice subtle ways she responds. She laughs more around you, mirrors your body language, asks personal questions, or subtly seeks your attention. These aren't random behaviors. They're emotional signals that she's drawn to your energy. Understanding these reactions allows you to cultivate a deeper connection naturally. What's fascinating is that these masculine secrets don't require manipulation, flashy gestures, or effortful charm. They work because they're rooted in authentic masculine energy. Women are subconsciously wired to respond to men who embody stability, passion, and emotional reliability. When you genuinely express these qualities, you don't need to chase attention, it comes to you effortlessly. And here's the beauty of it. As you practice these habits consistently, your relationships transform. You'll notice women becoming more engaged, more present, and more responsive. They'll value your presence, enjoy your company, and seek your energy without you needing to demand it. This is the essence of emotional addiction, not coercion, but magnetic attraction born from authenticity. So if you want to make a lasting impression, focus on these masculine traits. Develop confidence, communicate with clarity, pursue your goals with passion, maintain emotional depth, respect boundaries, protect her emotionally, and create a sense of security. These aren't tricks, they're ways of being that naturally draw women to you, making your presence unforgettable. Remember, attraction begins with energy, not appearance or material things. The right masculine habits amplify your energy, creating emotional hooks that women respond to on a subconscious level. By embracing these traits, you don't just attract attention, you create lasting desire and connection. When a man consistently embodies these masculine secrets, women don't just notice him, they feel drawn to him on a deep emotional level. It's subtle, often invisible to the eye, but profoundly powerful. One of the ways this manifests is through emotional responsiveness. Women instinctively respond to men who are calm, confident, and purposeful. When you communicate clearly, respect boundaries, and act decisively, she begins to anticipate your presence and seeks it subconsciously. She'll remember small details from your conversations, laugh at the jokes you've told once, and share personal stories because she feels safe around you. These are signs of emotional attachment. A woman becoming mentally and emotionally invested without even realizing it. Another key aspect is curiosity and fascination. A man who maintains mystery, emotional depth, and a life full of purpose naturally intrigues a woman. She wants to understand him, be a part of his world, and experience his energy. This is why maintaining a sense of individuality is so important. When you have your own passions and goals, women are drawn to your energy instead of just your presence. It's magnetic, and it creates the kind of desire that keeps her thinking about you even when you're not around. Consistency is another critical factor. A man who reliably expresses these traits becomes someone a woman can depend on emotionally. She doesn't need to guess where she stands, and that sense of emotional security strengthens her attachment. Small habits like remembering her favorite coffee, checking in thoughtfully, or showing subtle signs of care accumulate over time, creating a powerful emotional bond. Women are naturally drawn to men whose behavior signals stability and authenticity. It's also essential to understand the balance of presence and space. Men who embody these masculine secrets know how to be emotionally available without being clingy. They allow a woman to feel the pull of attraction naturally, rather than forcing interaction. This balance creates tension, desire, and anticipation, all of which deepen her attachment. Women subconsciously interpret this as strength and independence, making them more interested and emotionally invested. One subtle but effective way these masculine traits create addiction is through emotional highs and comfort. When you show passion, energy, and engagement, you create exciting emotional peaks. When you combine that with calm confidence, protection, and respect, you provide emotional comfort. Women respond to this combination instinctively. It mirrors the dynamic of challenge and safety, which is highly attractive and creates a lasting impression. The key takeaway is that these masculine habits aren't superficial tricks or manipulative tactics. They are ways of being, expressions of authentic masculine energy that naturally draw women in. By embodying confidence, clarity, decisiveness, emotional depth, respect, protection, and purposeful living, you become someone a woman wants to think about, be around, and invest emotionally in. This is how attraction becomes emotional attachment. A woman doesn't just like you. She starts to depend on your energy, your presence, and your influence in her life. And the most important part, it doesn't feel forced or transactional. It happens naturally because your authentic masculine expression resonates with her subconscious desires. Once you understand these masculine secrets, the next step is learning how to amplify them in your daily life, so women feel a deeper emotional connection naturally. This isn't about acting or pretending, it's about consistently embodying authentic masculine energy in ways that are noticeable yet effortless. One of the most powerful methods is mastering emotional control. Women are instinctively drawn to men who remain calm under pressure. When you face challenges or stressful situations without losing composure, it signals stability, reliability, and inner strength. She notices subtle cues: your steady voice, your relaxed posture, your ability to handle setbacks gracefully. This doesn't just attract her initially, it creates long-term emotional admiration. Another way to amplify attraction is through active listening and meaningful communication. Engage fully when she speaks. Ask thoughtful questions. Remember small details she mentions. Women respond not to what you say, but to how you make them feel, and making her feel truly seen and heard triggers deep emotional attachment. A man who communicates intentionally without over-explaining shows both confidence and care simultaneously. Physical presence and body language are equally important. A strong, grounded posture, combined with subtle cues like eye contact, confident movement, and purposeful gestures, communicates masculinity and energy. Women subconsciously pick up on these signals and respond emotionally. You don't need to be loud or overbearing. The most magnetic men exude energy through subtle, consistent behaviors. Consistency in actions also reinforces attraction. Simple habits like following through on promises, being punctual, and demonstrating thoughtfulness build trust and admiration over time. Women notice these patterns subconsciously and begin to rely on them, which deepens emotional attachment. These small, repeated behaviors accumulate, making your presence feel essential in her life. Balancing presence and space is another critical tool. While showing interest is important, over-involvement can diminish attraction. Allowing her to feel your presence without overwhelming her creates tension and desire. Women are drawn to men who have their own life, passions, and goals. It demonstrates independence and emotional maturity. This delicate balance between closeness and distance naturally intensifies her feelings. Passion and purpose also amplify emotional impact. When you live fully and pursue your goals with dedication, it creates a magnetic aura. Women are attracted not just to your achievements, but to the energy and focus behind them. Your drive signals vitality and competence, making them feel inspired and emotionally invested. Finally, subtle displays of care and protection solidify attachment. These aren't grand gestures, small, thoughtful acts, like remembering something important, she said, offering support without being asked, or creating moments of safety and comfort, make her feel valued. Women respond subconsciously to these signals, and over time, it builds a profound emotional connection. By incorporating these practices consistently, you transform masculine traits from abstract concepts into real-life behaviors that women respond to instinctively. Attraction moves beyond surface-level interest to emotional dependence, desire, and admiration. You become a man who isn't just liked, you become unforgettable. When you consistently embody these 7 masculine secrets, calm confidence, clear communication, decisiveness, emotional depth, respect, protection, and purposeful living, you create a magnetic presence that women can't ignore. But more than attraction, these traits build emotional attachment. She doesn't just like you, she thinks about you, remembers small moments, and feels drawn to your energy without even realizing why. Women are subconsciously wired to respond to authentic masculine energy. By maintaining stability, showing care without neediness, living with passion, and respecting boundaries, you naturally awaken desire and emotional dependence. This is the difference between fleeting interest and long-term attraction, the kind of connection where she values your presence, seeks your attention, and feels a unique pull toward you. What makes this truly powerful is that none of these secrets require manipulation or acting. They work because they're authentic expressions of masculine energy traits that signal security, passion, and leadership. When you embody them, your presence becomes unforgettable, and women naturally gravitate toward you, thinking about you, even when you're not around. Remember, attraction starts with energy, not appearances or material things. Your energy, your habits, and the way you carry yourself create the emotional hooks that women respond to on a subconscious level. By mastering these 7 masculine secrets, you don't just attract attention, you inspire desire, admiration, and emotional attachment that lasts. So here's a quick recap. Calm confidence, be grounded, composed, and self-assured. Clear communication, speak with intention and clarity. Decisiveness, take action with purpose and direction. Emotional depth, maintain layers of mystery and thoughtful energy. Respect and boundaries, honor your own limits and hers. Protection and care, make her feel safe and supported emotionally. Purposeful living, pursue your goals, passions, and personal growth with dedication. By integrating these into your daily life, you naturally create a magnetic presence that women find irresistible. You're not chasing, you're attracting. You're not forcing, you're embodying. And that's what makes you unforgettable. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an insight about masculine and feminine attraction. Comment below and tell me which secret you're most excited to start using in your life. I'd love to hear your stories. Remember, mastery of these habits isn't just about attracting women. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, confident, grounded, and magnetic in every aspect of life. Stay authentic, stay powerful, and embrace your masculine energy, and watch the women you're drawn to naturally become captivated by who you are.